Hey guys, so today we're going to be showing you how to do a transmission drain and fill on a 2021 Lexus UX 200. I hadn't saw any of these being done, so I figured I'd let you guys see what it looks like. Get a better look here, but I haven't seen this being done yet on YouTube, so I know it always helps when I see somebody else doing it. So as you can see in here, you have your FE plug. Okay, so there was a thing that you had to remove around it, and it looks like this. So had all these pieces you see right here. So there's these grommet things and push pins. You basically 2 screws and with my handy dandy screwdriver here, you're able to actually pop this part out, and then once you get it separated in the top part right here, then you can just pull it straight out. But you have to work it, this whole thing, all the way out first, and then you can pull it straight out. This is kind of what that piece looks like. Then step 2, you want to crack this FE bolt. It's got a CVT fluid, so it's not going to say WS World Standard, it's going to say FE for CVT FE fluid. So as you can see, I'm at the front of the car, driver's side, and pop that. Obviously, I actually did it with the car on the ground, so all I did was turn the car on and then turn this all the way to the right. That way you can give yourself some room in there to take out all these and do it. There's one here, here, here. So there's 3 of the push connector things. Let's see what else we got. Under here, and then over here. So some underneath. Then once you got that, you want to jack your car up. So I started on the front. Started on the front. It's going to look a little different now that I have. Actually, I started on the back. I'll show you what that looks like. So, as you can see, I left it there, even though I got my jack stands in. But see, this little thing, if you have 2-wheel drive, just the UX 200, it's gonna look like this. So just put your jack stand there, lift it up, and then I'll show you on the side here. I should get bigger jack stands. I just had 3-ton, but put in this little joint right here. You can see where the ridge starts. So ridge starts here and ends here. So you're gonna kind of put it like that. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah, so kind of like that. And it's going to be the same way on the other side. Then you want to jack it in the front. You can see that middle bolt right here. This is where you jack it from. There's a bolt on the left, on the right, and then in the middle. So jack it from the middle, and then it's gonna be the same thing here. It's gonna be the same thing here. So you'll see a ridge start and end, and that's kind of how you want it, okay? Just like that. Like I said, I got 3 ton. I should probably get something bigger, maybe a 6 ton. It's kind of short too. Then I had to get underneath and then actually take, so I've already removed this piece. So then, put this broom down. Had to remove this. So there's no easy access for the transmission. It's just easy access for the oil, I guess. But once you take this whole thing off, this would be for the oil. So if you ever wondered what it looks like under a 2021 Lexus UX 200, about to find out. So here is your transmission. I got the drain bolt out right here, and it's looks like it's got done draining. It didn't drain out too much, maybe 1.5 quarts or so. Here's your rest of your transmission. So that's pretty much the front of the car. Transmission is going to be on the driver's side, and then passenger side over here. See this black oil pan. This is your oil that you will drain. So looks like it's pretty easily accessible. Got your filter over here, and your drain bolt right here. Big one. This is the front. This is the front. This is the back. Here's your oil. Oil is kind of like, as you're underneath, it's going to be on the passenger side. So, and then transmission's on the driver's side. So the problem with that is there's no easy cutout in the UX. So you just have to remove the whole thing. I'll show you the screws kind of screwed around here. I got 4 here. So look kind of like this. They're 10mm bolts. Okay. So let's see, I got 4 here. And then there's actually 2 more. They look a little different, but they go right next to the oil pan. So, and then you have these push to fit grommets. Like I said, you got to take this part out and then yank it out. And then when you put it back, you just push it back in. Now, when I first removed this side, to get to this, I had to crack this. Bolt. So I had to crack this bolt, and so it says FE. It is a 24mm. So I use this bad boy. As you can see what it looks like. I had got a 1/2 or 3/8 to 1/2 a transition piece, and then I have I believe that's a 2-foot extension bar. It's actually just a 3/8. Be easier if you had a 1/2 inch the whole way, and then have a breaker bar, 2-foot breaker bar. And so I connected here. I actually have a 1/2 inch to 3/8 connector here as well. So like I said, it would have been easier if I just had a 1/2 inch all the way across. But it took pretty much all my strength to do it. So I don't think this has ever been done before. So to crack this took a bit. I actually had leveraged it against the tire. So stuck it in and leveraged it against the tire and then pushed down. So that finally got it to crack. It took a good bit of force. All right. So I got a little set here. Got some a hex set. It takes a pretty big hex here. It takes it's a 10 millimeter hex. So, and it kind of looks like this. And sometimes you can just get it by itself, but I like it with the attachment so that you get more leverage. So let's see if we can do this here. All right, guys, so I'm gonna try to crack this thing. We'll see how it goes. I don't get it blinded. I don't think that's gonna work. But this is where we're going, right here. So get your drain pan down here. Oh. Okay, that's hard. That's hard. So we're gonna try to do a longer wrench. I'm gonna try to use my breaker bar. Be right back. All right, now see if the big boy don't work. Now make sure you got your drain pan down here. I got two just in case. But just put it underneath as you're trying to undo this thing. Okay, get it in nice and tight all the way. Lefty loosey. Oh, cracked it. Oh yeah. Definitely needed a breaker bar there. Now, I'm gonna switch back to my other wrench. You can kind of see why I would like to have a taller jack stand. You could put it higher, but it's a little dangerous. And it's good to crack the fill bolt first before you do any of this. So you want to kind of get it. So it's kind of what we're working with here, guys. There you go. Right there. So it's a 24 millimeter. I'm sorry, a 10 millimeter hex. So let's take this out and see what happens. Still pretty red. It's got about 42,000 miles on it. It's actually not too bad. Not too bad at all. Make sure it gets in the middle here. Not sure how much is going to come out, but we'll see in a second here. All right. This is bolt that we were talking about earlier, the 10mm hex. It's got a washer on it. I'm gonna just leave that on there. It's a gap, but it seems to collect pretty good. This transmission fluid isn't too bad. It's been 42,000. I've seen worse. It didn't drain that much, guys. I'm gonna say that's maybe like a quart and a half. Let me try a 6. Oh, close. Is that it? H6 might be it, guys. H6 might be it. Oh yeah. Got it, boys, got it. Woo! That was it. And it's coming out pretty strong. So I'll have to keep my eye on that because that might be more than that thing can take. But H6 got it out, guys. Got it out. Looks blue, light blue. And that is coming out. Smooth this over a little bit. Kind of comes out toward the driver's side a little bit. Yeah. That's it. So take a 6mm hex. Fits in there perfectly. Everything actually looks pretty good. And I didn't even have to use the tool to get that part out, so we'll go ahead and try to put this thing back. This standpipe looks about about 2.5 inches. So, and I don't even need a tool. You just really, I'm gonna like it a little bit here, but it's gonna keep dripping. Go ahead and put it back up through there when you're done. And then screw it back in, guys. Just hand tight, okay? Don't be using no torque screws or anything. It just starts feeling a little tight on you. That's about it. Nothing crazy, guys. Once you get up there, it's in there. Wipe off your hand. I'm gonna start adding some, and start adding some. Once it starts overflowing, we're gonna keep adding a little more. That way it kind of flushes out a little bit. You really can't remove this pan easily. I don't even see a way to do it. So best way is just drain and fills, and then just keep putting in more than taking. Now don't turn the engine on until it starts overflowing from here, because it's gotta have some fluid in there. but we'll see. And actually, first we're gonna go ahead and measure this fluid out and see how much we got. Has a quarts, 1 quart, 2 quart, 3 quarts, 4 quarts, or 1 gallon, 4 quarts a gallon. So we're gonna pour what we got into this thing and see how much transmission fluid we can get out of a car, UX 200 Lexus, that has never been drained before. So let's see what it looks like and how much we get. That is a good amount, guys. That is more than most cars. That is a good amount. What does it look like here, huh? What does it look like? Looks like it takes 1 gallon, 4 quarts. So if you're gonna do a drain and fill, that's how much you need. And my plan is to put a little extra. Well, first I'll put I'll put a gallon, turn the car on, and then keep adding a quart or 2 while it's running. That'll flush out all the other bad fluid that's in there. Make sure you keep a cardboard box or something on hand underneath. If y'all are ever wondering how much comes in the CVT transmission of a Lexus UX 200, looks like about a gallon. And that's exactly about how much they sell their Toyota CVT FE fluid. It's about $100 online or at the dealership, roundabout. So you get a jug, you should be good to go. I got a little more, so it's on me. And I'll show you what fluid I'll be using to fill this thing. So I got the Valvoline CVT full synthetic. But that's about 10-ish gallons a quart. So 4 quarts, $40, 40-something bucks plus tax. That's better than $100 plus tax with the Toyota fluid. I'm not sure if this is better or not, but I'm gonna try it and see if it works. And if it does, then we'll see. That's good. All right, so this is the fluid I'm using, Valvoline CVT. And we're gonna put some in here. We're gonna put about 4 quarts. So, you saw about a gallon come out, but basically we're gonna put it until it starts coming out the bottom. So when it starts coming out the bottom, we'll turn the car on and we'll add a couple more just to flush it out a little bit. And then what we got going, as you can see here, we got a little hose coming out, and we're gonna start putting it in here. And I have a helper, but you can always hook this to something. If you're near something, a car or something, you can always hook that and then add some. But I have a helper, so we'll be back in just 1 second. Oh, stop. All right. All right. And I'll leave that in there. It keeps coming out.
It's done. It's just whatever residue.
We're gonna add more. So I'm trying to keep the hose in. I don't know if you can or not. That's good. Some old stuff's coming out. That's good. Yeah, we can get one more. Alright guys, so transmission's about like 96. So 95 to I think 113 is perfect temperature. Right now I could close it up and be good, but we're gonna add another one because we're flushing it out. Go ahead. Like that. All right. Lift up. Okay. There you go. Temperature is 102, 103. So this is the perfect temperature to cap this here once it's done. See, that's a drip, guys. That's pretty good. Right there. Pretty good, pretty good. So I'll go ahead and tighten that up. As you can see, 108. So that's the perfect temperature for finishing it. Go ahead and tighten it up. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, guys. So I got the covering on. That is in the tire well on the driver's side, front driver's side. So as you can see, you got the push connectors, top 3. And then underneath, and you're gonna slide it up underneath. As you can see here, you got one here, so 3. This one is actually a screw, a 10mm hex. This one is also a screw, 10mm hex. So there's 2 on the bottom. And then these push pin connectors right here. 3 of them on the bottom and 3 of them on the top. So that's it. All right, guys. So that's how you do the transmission on a Lexus UX 200. I'm gonna take her down and take it for a test drive. Have a good night.